Hey yo, what's the deal? You know who it is. It's the Don. Cheer! Tony Teflon. House Teflon. Teflon 316. We pull the strings. Cheer! And I'm back at you, my people, with another video. And this is going to be a real short one. But I had to put it up here because there's some major winter spoilers have come up since Comic-Con 2014. So I'm going to try to touch on a little bit of this Comic-Con 2014. And then we're going to go into these major spoilers that happened that were said there at Comic-Con 2014. And I'll give you a couple of my takes of what I thought about it. So first we have some new casting news. And with this casting news, it's pretty easy to see what direction the show is going into next season. So we got what? Alexander Sidging as Doran Martell, which I like the guy as an actor. I've seen him in things before. It's kind of skinny for me that I thought Doran would be a little bit bigger, a little fatter, but you know, I think he's going to work out. We got Toby Sebastian as Tristane Martell. We got Nyla Tiger Free as Marcella Baratheon, which I'm sad they recast that chick as Marcella Baratheon because I know the chick that did play her was a really big fan of the show and she read the books and she really enjoyed it. So I'm sad that she got taken out. So we'll see what this new chick can do. We got and it's weird they check it because the chick's about the same age, so they didn't really age her up. I don't know why they got rid of it. They just must like her look better. We got D Obia Opera as Oria Hota. It's a black cat, and I wish his arms looked a little bit more bulkier, but yeah, I think he's gonna play the role right, and I like that cat. And Oria Hota, that he's a POV character. It's very important, so I like that move. Enzo Clint as Jens. I mean Yazing. When you talk about Yazzie and Tristane, these people, they don't really do much. Yazzie ends quick. You know what I mean? It's not like he's doing anything. He's not really that big of an important guy, unless they expand his role. Jessica Henswick as Namiria San. Roseanne Lorient as Tyene Sam. Keisha Cass Hughes as Oberyn Sam. And Johnson Priest as the High Sparrow. So it's pretty easy from those right there, listening to those people. What part of the story they're going into next season? And I mean, a lot of sand snakes, a lot of Dorn. So obviously they're going to Spain and Croatia, so they're gonna go to Dorn. They're gonna change a couple of things. That's like I said, the one guy he dies quick, and he isn't really anything. So I mean, I wish they would have started announcing Greyjoy names like they announced those names. That would have been more exciting. But it's obviously what book of part of Feast they're gonna do next year, so that's where it's gonna go. I guess we just have to wait and see. There. So I guess that's what came from there with that. Now I'm gonna give you my takes of what I seen from watching the Comic-Con panel. Number one, I would say from what I've seen watching the Comic-Con panel is that David and Dan, I don't know which one of it. The one with the crazy looking hair, not the one with the glasses. The guy who talks the most. All right, I'm figuring that's David. I think all these actors seem really afraid of him. That's what it seems like. It seems like they must rule with an iron fist because it seems like these dudes are just nervous to say anything. And if you just look the way they looked at him and the way he looked, it just seemed like he rules with an iron fist. It seemed like the actors are very, very afraid of him. That's what I picked up there. I will say and I'll say that our actress who plays Sansa, Natalie, she said that to her that she felt like Maleficent in that costume. She said it a couple of times. So as the Don had told you, that's the look that they were going for, and that's what I seen in that look with Sansa. Obviously, that was the look they were going for because that's how she felt in it. So the Don is always right, but we always know that. So we also get a very great news from Dan and them that Stannis will be featured heavily next season, which he should be. So that's great news to all Stannis fans out there, and I'm happy to hear that. And the biggest news, as I said, the big Windsor winner spoiler news in this book is from this panel. The whole thing that I've taken from this whole thing is that George R.R. Martin said that Jane Westerling will be in the prologue of the next Windsor Winner book. So, right off the bat, we're gonna start off with Jane, which is great because Jane's an interesting character. A lot of that Great Northern conspiracy, all these things with the birth of of their son, has a lot to do with a lot. So a lot of people got a lot of stuff going on with that. So this is gonna nip that right in the buds, or say that that's the way it's going down. Because remember, Jane's family is very sneaky. They set Rob up to and Jane up, their own daughter. They put her right there hoping that this would happen, and it did. That nature would take its course, and it did. Um, they don't never say that she's pregnant or not pregnant. Um, and after John is killed, she's supposed to wed a couple of heirs from the Lannisters, but she refuses to give up her crown as Queen of the North. So, but her family is the one trying to push her again to marry the Lannisters because they're just sneaky. So we'll see exactly where that leads to, and then we could and that will pick that up. And I'm glad that they're gonna take that route and either kibosh this whole Northern conspiracy thing or let it see this is what it's gonna be with Rob's birthright and Jane being pregnant. So I'm glad they're gonna take care of that. So I thought that was the biggest news out of everything that I've seen in Comic-Con from George R. R. Martin that he came up with is that right there, he said that Jane Westerling is in the prologue, is the prologue chapter of When's the Winner. It's very interesting. So we could talk about that on comments if you want, or how you think that's gonna go. But I'm gonna be out, and I'm doing right now. I am doing the prophecies video, and I'll upload that as soon as it's done. So as always, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a part of this, and I'm gonna get back at you with the next one. So yo, as always, it's the Don. Cheer! Tony Teflon, House Teflon, Teflon 316. We pull the strings. Chairman of the board, the people's champ. And I'll be back at you with that prophecy video. Peace, and I'm out.